The teams for Marbula One Season 4 just got announced, and I am so excited for this season. I cannot wait. Marbula One is one of my favorite things that JMR does, and I'm so excited for this season to come out. I thought it'd be fun as a preseason thing to talk about who I think is going to win the season and who I think is going to lose the season, and everybody in between. I'm going to do a 1 to 20 ranking on how I think this Marbula One season is going to go. Now, I don't have the best track record with predictions recently, but I have a good feeling about this. But trying to predict how all 20 teams are gonna fall this next season is not an easy feat, so I had to look at each team's histories as well as each individual Marble's histories to kind of make my predictions hopefully a little bit more accurate. And I'd really like to talk about my thoughts about all the roster changes and everything, so let's go down the full list of teams first before we get to my overall rankings. So Team Momo's gonna be racing with the same duo they have since Season 1 with Momo and Mimo. They are now officially going to be one of only 3 teams to have kept the exact same team all the way since Season 1. I disagree with this decision. I think Mimo staying, completely correct decision. You know, Mimo's had some pretty darn good years. Just last year, Mimo came 8th place overall, and Mimo has had some other really good individual finishes as well, like 9th place in Season 2. So yeah, obviously Mimo coming back, that's just a given. However, Momo coming back, I actually disagree with that decision. Momo has never been particularly great. Like, they had a pretty good season, admittedly, in Season 2, but in both Seasons 1 and 3, they haven't really, they've struggled, okay? They've definitely struggled, and I don't know that it was a great idea to bring Momo back. I would have replaced them personally, but I'm still excited to see how this duo will fare up for their 4th season in a row. Then Team Galactic is going with the duo Starry and Quasar. Bringing back Starry, again, absolutely a given. Starry is an absolute menace on the track. They kill it every time. Starry was obvious. I mean, if Starry wasn't here, they'd basically be dooming their team, and I think replacing Cosmo with Quasar was the correct decision. Like, Quasar's brand new to Marbula One this season, so we don't know a lot about what they're going to bring to the table, but neither Pulsar nor Cosmo have really been good enough, so I think if Team Galactic wants to win it, they're gonna have to try something different, and I think maybe Quasar can be that thing that leads Team Galactic to victory? I don't know. Who knows? All I know is I'm actually really scared about this team. I think this is a pretty darn good team. Starry, Quasar. Watch out for them. Team Primary is running with Arup and Rima. Why Rima? Why Rima? What did Rima do to deserve to be here, okay? Rima had a pretty bad season in Season 2. I mean, 30th place as an individual? I don't see how Rima's coming back. Arup, given, obviously, and Prim needed to go. In my opinion, they should have just finished off their full team and put Emar in. I think it should have been an Arup-Emar duo. I don't think Rima's a good idea. And honestly, I don't have super high hopes for Team Primary, but I would like to see them do well. And why don't we go ahead and finish talking about all the teams with Team Plasma, who are putting in Ecto and Firo. This is their very first season in Marbula One, so we don't really know a lot about how they're going to do, but I wish them the best for sure. Green Ducks, kind of like Team Momo, are sticking with their same duo ever since Season 1, and they've got Billy and Mallard coming back again for their 4th season in a row. I think this was the correct decision. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, they've kind of had their ups and downs, but overall, I agree with this decision. However, to be honest, I don't have high hopes for Green Ducks. I don't see them doing particularly amazing, but, you know, wish them best of luck. And their Greenstone track is coming back, which does excite me. I like Greenstone, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do anyway. Cobalts are coming in back with the same duo as last season with Cerulean and Royal, which I think is just obvious. I mean, they came 3rd place last season, so this is an obvious duo. Watch out for Cerulean and Royal, because this is a killer duo, and I see Cobalts going places this season. Maybe they're not going places in the Marble League, but in Marbula One, they're going places. Mark my words. Rangers, the defending champs, is the final one of the 3 teams who have that same classic duo ever since Season 1, returning with Orangin and Clementon coming back. I mean, they just won last season, so roster changes on their part just would have been kind of stupid, to be honest. I mean, it's not surprising that both Orangin and Clementon are coming back, at least not to me. If you're surprised by that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm excited to see how the Rangers do this season, defending champs. Then Shining Swarm is coming back with the same duo they used last season as well, Glimmer and Shimmer. Last season they did fine. I mean, an 8th place overall is nothing to scoff at, and And Glimmer and Shimmer as individuals, I mean, Glimmer came 11th, Shimmer came 21st. That's not terrible. Bringing back this team was probably the correct decision. We'll see how it goes for them. I don't really know, honestly. I'm a little up in the air about Shining Swarm. Then we have another one of the brand new teams to Marbula One Season 4 with Wolfpack, who are putting in the duo of Fenrir and Sirius. We really know so little about Wolfpack as a team in general. I mean, we've only seen them compete one time. And to be fair, they did pretty good, but we don't really know enough about them, so who knows? Balls of Chaos are bringing back Clutter and Tumult. I don't hate this. I could see Balls of Chaos doing pretty well with this duo again. I mean, they did come 4th place last season with this duo, so it would be kind of weird to replace one of the members after just having been so close to the podium last season. So, you know, I'm excited to see what Clutter and Tumult do this season. Gliding Glaciers have replaced their captain Alpine with Frost, which I definitely think was the correct decision. Alpine sucked on the racing course. No questions asked. I mean, 29th place last season. Yeah, well, we'll see what Frost can do. I'm excited to see what happens with this new duo for Gliding Glaciers. Chocolatiers bring back Mocha, but they replaced Bonbon with Choc. I mean, like, technically, yes, Bonbon did do worse than Mocha last season, but not by that much. And to me, I mean, Bonbon was the one who showed the most promise. They did get that Gold Adel Raceway last season, and Mocha really didn't do anything at all, really. I mean, they got 2 goose eggs at Tumult Turnpike and Mellow Meadows, and they never really did anything. Like, okay, they really needed to make a change, and maybe this was just the change they were more comfortable with, because Mocha did technically do better overall, but I just felt like Bonbon had that potential, that drive, even though they did get 3 goose eggs compared to Mocha's 2. I would have replaced Mocha, but I don't hate this decision, and they brought in their captain Choc, which we'll see how it goes for them. I don't have super high hopes for Chocolatiers either, but I love them, and I would love it if they did well. I just don't have high hopes for them. Then we come to our 3rd and final brand new team this season with the Blackjacks. I don't know how they'll do. Who knows? Probably bad, knowing the Blackjacks, but they could do anything. We'll see. Thunderbolts are sticking with Thunder and Bolt, which is the objectively incorrect decision. Thunder needs to get out of here right now. 30th place last season? Are you kidding me? How are they back? Bolt, sure, 4th season in a row. That's great. I think that's the correct decision, but Thunder should be gone. There is no reason why Thunder has come back again. I don't get that. Thunderbolt's gonna be another bottom of the road season, I think, for them. I don't see them going places at all. Raspberry Racers were invited back. You know, they were in seasons 1 and 2, did terrible. Didn't get the invite back for season 3, which was the correct thing to do in that situation, in my opinion. But now they've been invited back, and I'm mad about it. I really am. I would have rather saw the Snowballs get an invitation back than the Raspberry Racers. Snowy deserved it way more, but what really irks me is that Raspberry Racers were given their 3rd shot, their undeserved 3rd shot, while Snowballs are still sitting on the sidelines after season 2. But then the Raspberry Racers bring Razzie back for this season. Razzie! As in the marble that has done nothing to deserve this. Razzie is not a good racer. Okay, sure, okay. They did get a bronze medal in season 2 at Midnight Bay, but that's it. That's the only thing they've ever done. They haven't done any better than that before. They're not a good racer. Razzie should not be here. They should have either brought Rezzy back in their place or done the full new team with Rizzy Rozzy. Rizzy being here to give it their first shot, I think, is the correct decision. But Razzie shouldn't be here. Rezzy should have never been removed from the team in the first place. They were just fine. Sure, they didn't do good in the 2020 long race, but I don't care. Rezzy was way better than Razzie at Marbula One in season 1, and I think that would have stayed the same. I think Rezzy should have been brought back, and if not that, then bring in Rozzy to give them their first try as well. But don't bring Razzie back, Raspberry Racers. They're gonna do terrible. I'm just saying this, Raspberry Racers, they're gonna do terrible again. They're not gonna do better. They're gonna go down further. Bumblebees have brought back Bumble, but have decided to make the switch into Stinger, the original Hornets member. And I find this to be very interesting, and I'm for it. I am for this, because Swax needed to go, and Honey did not need to come back. And after that, because they replaced both Bea and Bumble, their only other 2 members who hadn't competed in M1 before, with Stinger and Hive from the Hornets, and Hive having competed in Marbula One Season 1 for the Hornets and done terrible. I mean, Stinger was really the only option. And honestly, I don't know what to expect from the Bumblebees this season, but I wish them well. Savage Speeders have decided to replace Rapidly with Swifty. I think that was a very good decision on their part. Rapidly just needed to go. Rapidly has just been declining ever since Season 1, doing worse and worse and worse. And the Savage Speeders will probably be better because of this decision. It'll be interesting to see what Swifty does. Crazy Cat's Eyes made the weirdest and possibly dumbest decision in Marbula One history, because, okay, they brought back Red Eye, obviously. If they hadn't brought back Red Eye, I would have rioted. But they've replaced Yellow Eye with Blue Eye? What are they thinking? What are you, Coach Wide Eye? What are you thinking? What was that? What was the thought process? I want to know the thought process. That's all. I just want to hear the thought process. What was your thought process behind this? Because I don't see a world in which that was the correct decision. I don't. Yellow Eye has never had a bad season. Did they do worse last season than they did the season before? Yes, but they did so good in Season 2. It's so hard to do that again, okay? I mean, like, yeah, Red Eye's the GOAT and Yellow Eye's the other, okay? But Yellow Eye is also a fantastic Marbula One racer. They didn't even do bad last season. They came 13th place individually. That's pretty darn good, actually. And Season 2, they came 3rd place. Why did you replace them? Like, I'm sure Blue Eye's gonna come in here and kill it, okay? I'm sure it's gonna, I mean, like, yeah, Blue Eye, I can see Blue Eye doing well, okay? I really can. When I think about the decision to put in Blue Eye, I understand why Blue Eye was your choice between the 3 who hadn't competed. But why replace Yellow Eye in the first place? I don't get it. I don't understand. But whatever. Crazy Cat's Eyes are probably gonna kill it again, as they always do. And then last, but probably least, we have the Pinkies, who don't deserve to be here. Let's be real. Yes, they won the 2022 Marble League. Awesome, great. They don't deserve to be here. I mean, they did so bad last season. Sure, they started to pick up the pace at the end, but they shouldn't be here. They got second to last place last season. Why are they here? And the Turtle Sliders aren't. The Turtle Sliders deserve this spot back 1,000 times more than the Pinkies do. The Turtle Sliders did better than the Chocolatiers, but the Chocolatiers come back and the Turtle Sliders don't get to. That makes no sense to me. Okay, make it make sense. Dash deserves to be here. Sure, Crush can go, but Dash deserves to be here. Why is Dash not here? But whatever, the Pinkies are back. Okay, I don't know, did Pinky Spud really fix their team for good? Because at this point, Pinky Spud has left the team again, okay? Pinky Spud is not the technical director anymore. They quit the team right at the end of ML22, and I don't know if the Pinkies are going to remain the good team that they became under Pinky Spud. Is that gonna be a new permanent thing for them, or are they gonna go back downhill? And I don't have high hopes or great faith in the fact that the Pinkies are going to remain good. But it'll be interesting to see how Pinky Panther and Pinky Winky are able to show their own in this. However, Pinky Panther shouldn't be here as well. Why is Pinky Panther here? Like, okay, Pinky Toe was terrible, but Pinky Panther was worse. Oh wait, there's also one more team I forgot about somehow. I forgot about the Hazers. I don't know how I forgot about the Hazers, because I've got a lot to say about the Hazers, but I forgot about the okay, we got one more team. The Hazers are coming in with Cloudy and Misty. Why is Smoggy not here? Why is Smoggy not here? I get it, okay, Hazy's off their sabbatical, and honestly, Hazy shouldn't be here. Hazy had a terrible season last season, okay? 39th place, that's second to last in the individual standings. Yes, okay, Hazy should be gone. I agree with you. But where is Smoggy? Smoggy hasn't had a bad season to date. This is kind of like Yellow. I mean, Smoggy just came 10th place last season. That's good. So why has Smoggy been replaced? This team is just as new to Marbula One as Wolfpack, Blackjacks, and Team Plasma are, and I have no clue how the Hazers are going to do this season because they're such an unknown, because neither of the 2 marbles racing on their team have competed in Marbula One before. I don't understand this decision. I'm interested to see how Cloudy and Misty do as a duo, but I don't trust that they're going to do very well. Okay? But okay, without further ado, let's get to my predictions for Marbula One Season 4. This was a very hard decision. I mean, I genuinely sat here looking at all the teams for maybe an hour before I could confidently place any team. And I think this is as close of a prediction as you're gonna see on the internet, okay? Watch this be completely wrong, because that's my luck. But I'm confident about this, okay? I think that last place this season will be the Raspberry Racers. I don't see them doing well at all. Razzy's trash, and who knows how Rizzy's gonna do, but I don't see Rizzy doing very well knowing the Raspberry Racers track record. So, Raspberry Racers last place this season. Then in 19th place, I have Gliding Glaciers, actually. This might not be very popular. I mean, Iceberg's genuinely not a bad racer from what we've seen last season, and we don't know anything about Frost, so why did I put Gliding Glaciers all the way down in second to last? I don't see the drive or the potential or anything like that in the Gliding Glaciers. Having watched them compete recently in Marbula One and in the 2022 Marble League, it just looks like they don't care. Like, they genuinely, they're not even excited to compete. They don't care about the fact that they're here. They maybe even don't want to be here. That's what I'm feeling like with the Gliding Glaciers. I mean, they came out, they got third place in ML21, and since then, it looks like their entire drive to do good is just gone. And that's why I don't think Gliding Glaciers are going to do well at all this season, and that is why I put them in 19th place. In 18th place, I have Blackjacks. I just don't have much faith in the Blackjacks. Then in 17th place, that's where I've put the Thunderbolts. Again, I feel like Thunder being here is going to be such a hindrance to their team. I think Thunder is a terrible Marbula One racer, and Bolt is pretty good. Okay, not amazing. They were amazing at one point. I think at this point, Bolt is pretty good, and I just don't think Bolt's pretty good is going to be good enough to combat Thunder's trash, frankly. And so I think Thunderbolts are kind of just doomed for 17th place. In 16th place, I have the Hazers. Honestly, I think it should have been Smoggy and Misty this season, and if that was the case, I could see the Hazers actually doing pretty well this season, but they're also coming off of just having gotten relegated from the ML22 Showdown to the ML23 Showdown, and that's under Misty's lead, and I just don't see them doing well. I'm sorry. This one's gonna be controversial, but in 15th place, I put the Green Ducks. The Green Ducks almost did really bad last season, but Mallard and Billy were able to pull it together right at the end and have a bit of a comeback. I think they're gonna repeat what they did last season, just without the comeback. In 14th place is where I've put the Pinkies. I don't know, man. Maybe they still have that drive or whatever, that fire, that passion, that Pinky Spud shoved into their little marble faces. But I don't know. I don't know. I would have put them lower if it wasn't for that slight, doubt in my mind that maybe they're still alright. I don't know. But I think Pinky Spud out of the picture, I don't have high hopes for the Pinkies at all, and I think 14th place is the best they're gonna get. Then in 13th, we have Team Primary with the Arab Rima duo. Now, Arab is a great racer, or at least was a great racer last season, but let's be real here. With Team Primary's track record, Arab is going to be just okay this season. Arab won't be bad, but Arab will be fine, it's whatever, nothing really to talk about. And Rima's gonna be doing their Rima things. Rima shouldn't be here. Maybe Arab's gonna be that hard carry again, where Arab carried Team Primary all the way up from the ashes last season with Prim's horrific performance. And maybe that'll happen again. We'll see, but I don't think Team Primary is going to surpass 13th place this season. In 12th place is the Savage Speeders. Okay, they did just make a really good decision replacing Rapidly with Swifty. Who knows, maybe that'll make all the difference. Maybe they're gonna rise to the tops this season. Maybe they're gonna get their 2-time victory here at Marbula One. But I think the Savage Speeders have found their favorite number recently, kind of like Team Galactic just love the number 5. Savage Speeders seem to adore the number 12. They came 12th place last season in Marbula One, they came 12th place in Marble League 22, and I think they're gonna come 12th place again this season. In 11th place, Wolfpack. I mean, I really don't know what to expect out of Wolfpack. They've done so little so far as a team, so I just kind of put them smack dab in the middle. We'll see how they do. Moving up into the top half, we've got 10th place, Shining Swarm. I could see Glimmer and Shimmer pulling this away, okay? I could see them blowing away my expectations and doing even better than where I put them, but I think they're gonna be a 10th place team. That's just what I'm feeling. In 9th place, I have Chocolatiers. Is that position deserved? No, it's not, okay? No, probably not. But I have this feeling about Chalk, okay? I think Chalk is gonna be the next big thing, and I just think it's gonna happen. Mocha gonna drag down the team a little bit. chalk is going to rise them back up into the top half, just barely in that 9th place position. In 8th place is where I've put Team Momo. You know, they're always kind of a middle of the pack team, and I just think that's going to keep up. I mean, they're not doing any changes. Again, Mimo's great, but Momo's just not. So I think 8th place is a pretty reasonable place to put Team Momo. In 7th is where I put Team Plasma. I feel like something big is going to come from them, but I can't quite be sure because we haven't seen them race in Marbula One before. So I went with 7th place for Team Plasma. Then in 6th place, I have the defending champions, the O Rangers. You know, Orange and Clementine, they're going to go out there. They're going to give it their all to defend their title, but I don't know. I just don't see it happening this season. I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to fall down a little bit to 6th place. That's still not a terrible performance, of course, but it's definitely not 1st place, and it's not podium either. So moving up into 5th place is Team Galactic. No, actually, it's not Team Galactic. I've put the Bumblebees in 5th place. I got some high hopes for this team. I think that this duo of Bumble and Stinger are going to pull the team together, and they're going to rise up and do their little Bumblebee thing, and they're not going to do terrible. I mean, it's a bee and a hornet working together. What could go wrong? I have some high hopes for the Bumblebees this season. In 4th place, I actually think the Balls of Chaos are going to go from 4th place last season back into 4th place again this season. They're going to repeat same position, which is not very chaotic, except for when you think about the fact that everybody expects them to get a very different position than they did last season, right? That's what everybody expects. So wouldn't the chaotic thing be to say no to that expectation and take 4th place again this season? Because I think so, and I think Clutter and Tumult have it in them, okay? Moving up onto the podium, in 3rd place is where I'm putting Crazy Cat's Eyes. They would have made it higher, but I've got this uncertainty about Blue Eye in me. Red Eye's obviously gonna crush it again, okay? I think we can all agree. We all know Red Eye's gonna crush it for the 3rd season in a row, but I don't know about Blue Eye. I could see Blue Eye doing well. I don't think Blue Eye's gonna do terrible, but I don't know. I really don't know. So I went with 3rd place for the Cats. Moving on up to 2nd place, that is actually where I've put Team Galactic. I think that this Starry Quasar duo is gonna do some havoc out there on this track. I think that they have got this in the bag. Not to win though. I think that they're gonna give a big challenge for the win, but I don't think Team Galactic are going to pull it off in the end, because I think the winning team this season is actually going to be the Cobalts. That's right, I just said it. This team that can't seem to win anything other than the showdown is going to win Marbula One Season 4. I mean, they're coming off of a fantastic 3rd place result last season. Royal is returning. Royal is still in their A game, in their prime for Marbula One, and Cerulean is also there and will do just fine. And I think that together the Cobalts can pull this off. So yeah, that's my predictions. That's my thoughts. I stand by this. I really think this is the closest prediction you're gonna see. I really think the Cobalts are gonna win. I think at least my podium is going to be spot on, but probably more of it, honestly, if you ask me. But again, knowing my luck, it's actually going to be completely switched around. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about my predictions and what you think about the roster changes and the teams that were picked to compete in this season of Marbula One. I am so very excited for this season. I'm just really in that Marbula One mood, and I cannot wait for this to finally get to us on that big old screen, and by that I mean I'll probably be watching most episodes on my phone, but yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Let's go Cats!